Up, you guys, I wanted to make a video to talk again about the type 9 on the enneagram because I am a type 9. Now granted, this video might be helpful to other types, but I'm really talking to the type 9s out there. I know you're out there. By the way, thanks for clicking, thanks for watching. I want to know if you can relate to this reality. And the reality that I'm talking about here is one of receptivity and avoidance, okay? So the type 9 is going to be extremely high on trait openness, extremely agreeable, and thank goodness, usually extremely emotionally stable. So when you combine all those factors, it's like, you know, we don't really require, or so it seems, we don't have a lot of desires. We don't have a lot of personal needs, wants, interests. We tend to kind of mold and take on the interests of those that we socialize with. And we find a lot of meaning in that. So much meaning in being a mediator, in being socially and emotionally involved with people on a very deep level, where we can create a sense of, that person really being heard, of being loved and appreciated. We like to feel grounded and calm with people. That's the priority of the 9. But this can be kind of a dilemma, I think, psychologically, when we're not able to invest into our own preferences, our own agenda, because our emotional life, it can't be all receptive. It's got to be also, in some sense, we have to learn to assert our boundaries as well as investigate our lives, our emotions, the things that we find personally inspirational and meaningful. And I think for 9s, you'll see that comes out a lot in film, in intellectual studies of any kind, usually some kind of humanities discipline, not necessarily a hard science, but we can do science too. We can investigate the connections, you know, we like to see how everything is interrelated. But the point is, we are very, very not conscientious in our temperament. So we have to kind of like find a way to be conscientious, to have an identity in the world, because otherwise we get pulled, you know, we get pulled wherever we are, and it's not a good way of being. So how do we learn how to not be passively and receptively sort of going with the wind of life? Well, we have to, I think the best place to start is learning how to be assertive, right? So you gotta know how to assert yourself. You gotta say, this is what I want, this is what I need, you know, and maybe you're not sure, but you gotta practice. You gotta learn how to disagree with people. You gotta learn how to argue with people without taking it so personally. You gotta get interested in dealing with conflict, not avoiding conflict. And you'll notice that you're compulsively avoiding potential conflicts. I mean, it's incredible. It's like, well, I'd rather not deal with that. And what you'll notice is that the more you face conflicts head on, the more you're able to actually learn and discover that you actually can make things better in the world. You can reduce conflicts through facing conflicts. And that's the beauty of moving towards right action for the type 9. It feels amazing when you can truly own up to what might be bothering you, what you might be avoiding, whatever conflict there may be. If you can face that conflict, if you can not avoid whatever out there is the stress point, the indecision point, if you can make the decision, if you can face the reality of that emotional conflict, on the other side of that is a strong sense of your own personal freedom, your own autonomy, a sense of the will, of being free. Guys, if you don't have a sense of the will, you cannot, in my opinion, really love the way we're meant to. We are meant to love freely, not conditionally, freely. And if you do not have a sense of yourself being free amidst the chaos, then what do you have to really offer people? Well, you can offer them dependency. You can offer them a semblance of meaning. Everything becomes fleeting, but we are beings that want to be grounded in eternity, in a sense of space that transcends this individual reality. So, with that being said, discover the will, face the conflicts, note what you're avoiding, get to work, and do your best to form those boundaries. It's okay. It's okay to face conflict. I think that's the biggest thing that a 9 can understand. It's just, you got to face the conflict, you guys, and then you got to move to act. And once you start to do it, it's a snowball, and it's really exciting because people are receptive to your action, to your conscientiousness. They will gain respect for you, and in addition, they will give you the intimacy that you really want. They will be calmer, they will be healthier and happier because you'll be showing up in that way. And there's no one on the personality system like a type 9 that can help people to feel emotionally understood when they are in that state of right action. I think that, you know, 9s are gifted with that capacity of attunement, emotional attunement. Guys, that's huge. So wake up to that and get to work using it and being proactive with it. So that's just a video on the type 9 from a type 9 who's trying to learn how to not be so avoidant of the realities that need to be addressed. Because, guys, it feels wonderful to be free. Something I've also noticed is that when I am free, when I have that sense of being able to be grounded, when I'm facing the conflicts, when I am really in control of my life, what happens is that I become increasingly drawn to creative work, and also to a sense of connectedness. It's like everything is very, I don't know, I don't want to say it's spiritual, but I guess that's really what it is, right? It's almost as if there's magic in the world, and I get to play with the magic of the world. I get to experiment in this amazing phenomena that is beauty and love and transcendence of the self and connection and that stuff. There's a big sense of me being able to relate to the world when I learn how to relate to myself in this way. So it's like, gosh, you got to do it. You got to get started. You got to work. So, you know, if you liked it, you can resonate with it, you're a type 9. What's up? Thanks for joining me. And you can comment if you want, subscribe if you're new, because that'd be cool, and like the video because that'd be cool too. So you guys like the video, and I'll see you soon. Bye.